Hello and welcome to Golf with Bally. Today I thought I'd take you on a range of courses within Melbourne and Victoria, the ones that I like to play at anyway, and we'll review a few different courses that I haven't played at as well. So I thought let's start it off with the course that I'm a member at, which is the Hidden Valley course up in Wallan. It's 45 minutes south of the Melbourne CBD. And I think it's a ripping little course. It's just a country course. Doesn't have a lot of members, only about 400 odd members, but they're all great members. And the good thing about this course is it's a fantastic layout. It's laid out by Craig Parry. It's got some water in it. It's got some bunkers in it. It's a long course. It's a par 73. And it's got some signature holes in it that are just fantastic. The condition of the course is always pretty good, considering they only have a couple of staff members, but they do have a lot of volunteers. It's got a retirement village at the course, and a lot of the guys there are really starting to take the course on as their own and looking after it, doing a bit of work on the course, cutting the trees, keeping the course in very good nick. I'm excited to take you through the course and just show you how cool this little course is, and then we'll move on to other courses through Melbourne and Victoria. So if you like travelling and playing golf, why not subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let's join together as we go around Victoria and see some really cool courses. Okay, so there's no better place to start than the first hole at Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley's first hole is challenging because it's a par 4 that dog legs to the right, and you want to be on the left hand side here. If you're on the right, there's a few bunkers, it'll catch you off, but more importantly, you may not get a shot at the green. It's a long par 4, it's even longer from the black tees. That's one thing about this course. If you start and you play off the black, it's a completely different course than the white tees. Today we're starting at the white tees, and I'll take you through some of the signature holes around this course. It's a fantastic little country course. I really enjoy it, so let's see if I can keep up the left hand side here. That was a good one, straight up the left hand side where you want to be. Alright, I've ended up in the middle of the fairway. I'm 133 out from the flag. That's telling me that it's saying it's towards the back of the green. So let's see where we go. I've got my 8 iron. I'm going to give this a shot. But it should be up there. Alright. Well, I ended up being short. Something I forgot to mention was on the first hole, it actually goes up a hill a little bit, and because it's cold out here as well, it's winter time, or almost winter time here, the ball's not going as fast. So I've landed, I don't know, about 10, 12, 15 metres short. So I'm just going to give a little bump and run with the 52 and hopefully get it nice and close and pop it in for par. Let's hope. Too long. Way too long. Alright, let's see how we go with the putt. Just missed it. Oh well, not a bad first putt. Some things to learn from that. Key is go the extra distance with the club. So now we're on the 5th hole. I really like this hole. I reckon it's an absolute beauty. It's a par 4, a short par 4, only 330 metres, but it dog legs to the right. Now what's so good about this hole is probably only, I'm going to say 150, 160 metres, maybe 170 metres. There's a valley. if you don't reach that valley, which is hard for some of the older guys, and especially if you're hitting off the black, this makes this a very different hole. You can get into the valley and you get into a bit of trouble. For the guys that are right-handers that do a bit of slicing, well, there's a lot of trees on the right-hand side, and again, you're down in a valley and you're in a lot of trouble. So the go-to here is, if you can see through the trees there, you can see there's a big tree on the left and a tree on the right. If you can get through the middle of those, you're right. If you do fade it just a little bit, you need to fade it out so that you're starting off at the left and coming around to the right. So this hole, they say it's one of the easier holes, but I tell you what, it is quite a tricky hole, and it gets a lot of people out on this course here. So let's stick to the left, try and get it down the middle there, and see how we go. Well, I could be in a bit of trouble. It's gone to the left-hand side. It went straight, but it went straight to the left-hand side. I blocked it out there. I didn't mention to say that the guys that are big hitters, if they take the line I just took, they're going to be right up by the green. There's not many of those around, and not many that can get it there, but yeah, looks like we might be in the trees. So I've ended up in the trees here. I've actually got a lucky break where I've come out where there's a bit of room. There's a small gap to get up to the green. I'm only 107 metres away from the middle of the green, and I've got a small gap, so I'm pretty lucky here. I'm not caught in the trees or down the valley just there, so let's see how we go. Not sure, I'm hoping that that's okay. I hit a nice easy 9-iron. It was about 113 metres away to the flag, thereabouts, so see how we go. Alright, so I've landed probably about 6-7 metres from the hole. Not too bad, I'm happy with that. Got away with that after being in the bushes and thinking it could have been a lot worse. Not enough. Okay, so I wanted to show this hole here. It's the 9th hole. It's a very short par 3, 118 metres. Now, the thing about this hole is you're actually hitting straight over water. It's water between here and the hole. It's only, oh gosh, it turns out from probably 90 to 70 odd metres of water low. It's not much to carry, but it does intimidate a lot of the golfers here. And if you're scared of water, this hole is really going to intimidate you. But it's a great little hole. You know, you're just hitting straight over to the green. It's quite easy. Today's only 117 metres to the flag. Nice easy 9-iron, no problem at all. Alright, so the flag was up towards the back of the green on the left hand side, and it turned out to be not too bad a shot after all. So I think I'm just off the green and probably 5 metres from the hole, so not too bad. Oh, misread that by a mile. Rubbish. Okay, so this is hole 13 on the course. It's a par 4 that doglegs severely to the right. It's a 359 par 4, so 359. The black doesn't play much further back at all. In actual fact, it's easier from the black from here, I feel, because you can use a driver to get across the water. There's 3 holes that come on here. It's a 13, 14 and 15, which they call the holy corner, or whatever it is, Amen corner. That's what the locals call it. It's 3 of the harder holes, and they all involve water. So you can see this one here, you've got water that you've got to drive over, which is only, probably 80 meters at the longest, but it runs all the way along on your right hand side. So if you're a slicer, you're in big trouble. It always slices out to the water and you're in a bit of trouble. Sometimes it'll go across land and then get over the water and you can drop a ball over there, but most of the times you're aiming for the big tree that you can see across there. If you get across to there, you've got probably anywhere between 140 to 160 to the green. So it's a long shot across the water again to get onto the green. So this hole is rated their number one, the hardest hole, and it's a real doozy. You get a bit of wind up here at times and that makes it even harder. But I do like this hole, it's good fun, it's a real challenge. Alright, well, let's give it a go. I've got my 7 wood and that should get me across there, no worries. Hopefully set me up to hit it back across the water. Didn't hit that very well at all, so it just went high and a little bit left, so with a big draw on it. I could be in trouble here, I could be a long way away. Alright, well, I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm 175 out from the green, but the good thing about this is the green actually has a slope upwards. It's a very slopey green, this one, so if you do hit it hard, it's got a chance of stopping with a bit of backstop there. Ideally, I would have liked to beat another probably 30-40 metres across there, but I'm not, so I'm here now, but I'm on the fairway, so that's a positive. Let's see if we can get it on the green. Did that well. It was a little bit low. I think I had it too far forward in my stance, but it's up. By the flag up there, so thumbs up. Wow, I'll take that. It's probably again 5 meters from the flag, so very lucky to get it there. If you can get a par on this hole, you're doing well. So take that shot anytime. This green doesn't look it, but it has quite a bit of undulation on it, so it's about the only green that's got the most undulation. It really does go downhill, so we want to aim quite high for the break. First we've got to hit them all day, sure. Like I said, par is good. Alright, another par 4 here. So this one's 349 metres. Again, very different from the black over there. It's only 50 metres longer, but it makes a big difference from the black. This hole here is a tricky one. It's a real beauty. It's not too long, but you've got a bit of relief on the right hand side here. If you do slice it a little bit, you've got a bit more room. You can have a safe area, but if you hit it too long, there's water on the right and there's also water on the left. Now the water on the left is a lot closer, so when you take driver, you really want to be middle to right hand side of the green. You don't want to be left because it can roll, and it does roll into the water down there. But then the second tricky shot is, with the reeds, is a tricky shot over to the green. You've got to go across water to the green as well. So this one here, ideally I'm aiming for sort of right hand middle of the green, sorry, of the fairway, to hopefully set myself up to get onto the green. But yeah, again, this is another real cool little hole. That should be perfect. I don't think it's run too far to get into the water, so we should be right. Alright, well as I said, that was perfect. I'm 140 from the flag, but the flag's at the back of the green, so I'm not going to try and get too far at the back. It's a nice easy 7 on. Alright, that'll probably be a bit short. So, like I said, way short. Let's try and get it up there, eh? Alright, we're on to the par 5 now. This is the 15th, so this is the third hole of the Amen Corner, as they call it. So this is 495, but the trick here is you're hitting over water, so you're teeing off over water again, which is only about 100 metres. Then you've got to go back over the water and over to a dog leg on the green. So this one, yeah, very hard to get into, very hard to get it into. They're actually, both out of the 3 par 5s, 2 of them you can't get into really. So this one, what we're aiming for, I don't know if you can see there's some goalposts a lot of people aim for because that's quite safe there. If you do slice, you've got a bit of room. I aim for the group of trees there. There's 2 groups and 3 groups of trees. They're the trees I'm aiming for. And if I get a bit of a sort of cut or a slice, then I'm not too bad. But again, this hole's pretty safe for driving. I say that now, completely different. Although in the wind, completely different, this hole. Perfect. Another good one. Yes. So this is exactly where I want to be. Perfect spot here. Now it's just lay it up. I've got the 7 wood. I'm 277 from the green, so as you can see, very hard hole to get into. Maybe the real big hitters could probably do it, but certainly not us normal people. So let's see how we go. There you go, bad shot. Straight into the tree, just pushed it straight out there. Alright, well, very lucky again. They've just recently cut the trees here, as you can see, they're cut the bottoms of the trees, which is great. They used to go all the way down, so it made it difficult. But I've got a break here. I'm 128 out from the flag, which puts me in the middle of the green basically. So I've got to try and do a draw. Sorry, a fade. So wish me luck, because yeah, not the best at shaping shots. No, not very good, just short of the green. Alright, let's see how I go. I've got to chip it up and putt it in. A little bit long. Alright, so this is the signature hole of the Hidden Valley Golf Club. It's the 18th, it's a par 3, it's an island par 3. Now, it obviously intimidates a lot of people. We get a lot of wind up here, so that does make it a bit harder. Again, from the blacks over there, a much different hole, a lot harder hole. It's a lot longer and makes it a bit more difficult to stop the ball on the green. But from here, you're only 128, 130 to the middle. It's not too bad. Nice easy 8 iron, not too bad at all. So really, I think just the water intimidates everybody, but it's a great little hole. You've got to walk on a bridge to get across to it, so it's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get it up there though. no problem. It's up there on the green. We'll two putt and get it in for par. What'd I say? Not short. God damn. So there you go, the Hidden Valley Golf Club. It's got a driving range, putting green, golf carts are available, good meals and drinks to relax after the game. It has a pro shop. Green fees are reasonable with specials on Golf Crazy, so watch out for those. And I highly recommend coming and trying it out.